when I'm with you.
Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I'm WhosManz. I created this channel to teach myself football through a video game that I spent like 20 plus years playing, later turned into a dope community of coaches and like-minded individuals. And if you're interested in learning more about football while also trying to get away from the Madden meta, welcome. But yeah, go ahead, subscribe, rate the video, hit the bell, do all that good stuff, leave comments, and I'll see you in there.
So we have a different format for the video this week. I'm gonna break it up into two sections, under center and shotgun, and we're gonna start off with under center. In the previous video, we talked about the importance of practicing the plays in the playbook. Not just practicing the plays, but practicing the play selection, experimenting with the formations and what each formation does to your opponent and what they do as a result. Once you have a decent understanding of what they do, we can now move on to the real deal. In today's video, I'm going over my thought process on the run game and how it opens up a lot in the offense. Andy Reid allowed Isaiah Pacheco to shine in the run game this season, which helped the depleted wide receiving room hoist the coveted Lombardi trophy. Running the ball effectively allows a team to control the pace of the game and maintain possession. By running the ball, a team can eat up the clock, limiting opportunities for your opposing team to offense to score. Consistent rushing attacks can tire out the opposing defense, both physically and mentally. Running plays force defenders to engage in physical contact on every play, which can wear them down over the course of the game, opening up opportunities for big plays later. Establishing a successful running game sets up a play-action pass, where the quarterback fakes a handoff before throwing the ball downfield. If the defense respects the threat of the run, they may bite on play-action fakes, leaving receivers open for big gains. Now that I've gotten kind of my little script out the way, I'm trying, something new with scripts and stuff. I'm just going to talk. And one thing I've noticed too is that a lot of people will abandon a run too early because maybe they didn't get a yard or they had a stretch where they just could not run the ball. Sometimes it just takes more paying attention to what's going on, what your opponent does, the fronts they come out in, things like that. So my opponent, I think he did a pretty good job of setting up fronts. It's just when I was coming out in under center in this like 13 personnel, it really creates a lot of issues for the defense, especially if you're not coming out with the right personnel. A lot of teams like the Steelers, like the Eagles, they will do stuff like this. They're running the ball. They're going to force you to come out in your base defense and force you to fill the correct gaps. And that's even for shotgun runs. We set you up with under center, and then the second half, you're going to notice most of the second half I came out in shotgun and started running the ball because I wanted to give him the illusion that I was still running that I was going to start passing the ball. And you're going to see he starts lighting in the box, which makes it's a lot easier to run the ball. So now he's unsure. It makes your opponent unsure as to like, okay, am I running the ball? Am I passing the ball? What is he doing? There's a lot that I was trying to do to keep him out of a rhythm with calling his defensive plays. Madden sometimes gets very routine when you're playing against other opponents, because usually they have 2 or 3 formations they like to come out in. There's like 2 or 3 plays they like to run, and yes, when you simplify the offense, it makes it a lot easier. Sometimes I like to come out in several different formations and several different plays just to mix things up. My first half will always be a little bit different than my second half. My first half is more vanilla. My second half is when I get a little bit more creative with the play calling, because I want you to get used to a certain thing in the first half. Second half, I may conceptually be doing the same thing. It's just now I add a little bit more razzle dazzle to the play calling. There may be some more motion, things like that. Now that can change sometimes, because if it's working, it's working. I'm not going to do too much different. But my opponent did adjust to me coming out under center in 13 personnel, 12 personnel. Sometimes I was coming out in 22 personnel. He did adjust to that, and you know, I had to adjust to that as well. And what he was doing was coming out in base defense, so I had to start coming out in shotgun, and that made it a lot easier for me. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Next time I'm gonna come out with a play action, and yeah, and then we're gonna move on to the passing, and then but hopefully I'm gonna take a little break, and then hopefully college football comes out. We're gonna get into that. But anyway, God bless. Give it to God. Peace.